Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Watch Pals. My name's Chris. This week we watched Cabin Boy. Before we get into that, I want to introduce the only cabin boys I want to swap in my poop deck. Brion. Brion's here.
I'm pooping with Pepper Peter.
What?
And another cabin boy. Cabin boy Jeff is here.
Off.
This is going great. And the last cabin boy, Jordan's here.
The Last Cabin Boy. I'd watch that movie.
Yeah.
The final cabin boy.
That sounds like one of those books that are at, like, you know, right in the aisle at the market.
Which market are you visiting, bud?
Yeah, a grocery store. Grocery store.
Oh, okay. Aldi's.
Yeah, one of those.
Aldi's book section.
Yeah. Anyway, we watched Cabin Boy this week. Has anybody seen this movie? Because I have not.
Many times as a child.
As a child?
I saw this in the theater when it came out as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw this in the dollar discount theater, but I only saw it once. I don't remember any of it. The only part I remembered was these pipes are clean, and that was it.
Yeah, that was from the commercial.
That's probably why.
The trailer.
I remember not liking it. I was like, this is not funny. This is not for me. But I think that's like shortly after it came out. But I remember like it was kind of a big deal because it's the only time David Letterman was in a movie. So it's kind of the big deal at the time when this came out.
Who?
David
for like
Letterman?
2 seconds.
Letterman.
I don't know who that is.
Letterman.
Is that the guy with the big chin?
Chris,
No,
no,
it's Jay Leno.
Oh.
The other guy.
I guess because Chris Elliott was a writer on a show, so I think that's how he got
He was
him.
doing him a favor, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
basically just shows up, calls him a big fat and leaves.
Director's cut.
Okay. Well, so I've never seen it either. And again, this is the this is the season of hilarity. And so this is my last pick. My other ones being Hot Shots and...
I thought it was Winter of Hilarity.
Winter of Hilarity.
Winter. Yes, thank you. Winter of Hilarity.
Harem of hilarity.
Harem of Hilarity.
I had MacGruber, Hot Shots, and now this movie. And this movie, I picked this because I remember seeing the commercial as a kid, but never seeing the movie ever, and always wondering what was up with those pipes that were clean.
There was a reason.
Yeah, I guess
that
so.
you didn't.
I feel like you could be related to the Chris in this movie. You guys have a similar.
Give a look.
Yeah.
You do. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at
You'd be
you.
like an uncle or something.
What, a white guy? I don't know.
A cousin.
Nah, he looks like you.
Is it because he's a fancy lad?
Yeah, that's it.
Got the-
That's
he's got the
exactly
beard.
it.
Okay, good. Well, good. At least there's something that runs in my family. Has any of you been on a boat before?
I mean, we've been on a boat together, pontoon
Yes.
boat.
I went on a cruise. Anybody
Yeah,
been
have you ever been on a
cruise?
cruise?
Nope.
No, never a cruise.
It's fun.
I've never been on a cruise.
It's I got sick on it though, but it was fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want him to do that. I'm gonna go on a cruise by myself.
I remember one time I was on a boat. We were going like out like for fishing. I was on a boat and I had to go down and use the bathroom because like really early in the morning, and it was on like a big holiday. I was like what were we doing?
Where was I?
This is a dream.
I can't remember why we were.
I was
can't remember why we were where we were. But anyways,
Yeah.
we got up early to go deep sea fishing, and I had to go to the bathroom like really, really bad, and like you can't do a number 2 on the boat. I was like, I don't care. But we're already
Some
out, like
fish food.
kind of like out at sea, and I started going, but there's a hummingbird flew by the window. I was like, oh, that's kind of peaceful. That was nice.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's my boat story. That's my boat
I really
story.
have to. Oh, there's a hummingbird. That's
So I was
nice.
like, wow. I felt like at one with nature.
The cramps in my stomach have loosened
Yeah,
a
I
little
thought
bit.
they were gonna like make you hang your ass off the side and shoot some
Nope.
chum out there or something. I
You
don't
literally swabbed the poop deck. Wait, did they like fine you for ruining the ship?
No, I was just like, I'm gonna go. Like, they didn't.
I gotta go.
I didn't tell them specifically that was what I was doing. I was like, I gotta go pee real quick. So I think I just took the toilet paper and like crammed it up in the trash can and threw it in there or whatever.
I gotta pee out of my butt. What's the alternative? You like lean in off the side, holding your dad's hands, like
Yeah, you have to like have support.
yeah.
Come on,
Make
Tom,
fish
drop
food.
me.
king of the world. Just
Don't drop me.
blowing.
Blunk.
So, did you ever see that? Isn't there like a documentary called The Poop Ship or something? It's like a recent thing. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. Like this about this it's called The Poop Ship.
Oh,
it's
you mean that? Yeah,
it's like a real
cruise that all the fecal matter and everything leaked. It broke the storage. So like people were getting sick on the ship and everything, and it was a whole nightmare. Yeah.
Oh, refers to the infamous 2013 Carnival Triumph cruise.
It was like 10 years ago that something happened. They're stranded.
Train wreck poop cruise. Train wreck poop cruise is what it's called on Netflix.
Yeah, I knew there was something with poop in it. All right. Well,
anyway, this movie's about boats.
Yeah. So again, I picked this movie because I had seen the commercials and not worthy of the winter of hilarity, I would say, off the top of this here. But we're gonna go through it, talk about it. I will start out by saying that this movie came out in 1994, starring Chris Elliott, Uncle Chris, as I like to call him, produced by Tim Burton. So
which, crazy.
Yeah.
Shows.
Really? I guess with the animations and stuff, right? Kind of
just how odd it is.
Yeah, like the
visuals.
Special effects, yeah. There are a lot of really famous people in this.
As far as like the people on the boat and everything,
really famous?
Yeah. I think they're all pretty famous. I don't know, Chris, you might bring this up, but like, did you know who was on the front of the boat?
No.
Does anyone know?
I probably did at one point, but I forgot.
It was Ricky Lake.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
The face of the boat.
Yeah, she's like the mermaid statue on the boat. She has 0 lines. She's just there, like what?
Do you guys recognize who Chalky was?
Chalky.
Which one's that? Is that Andy Richter?
The man shark.
The man shark.
No, who was that?
The man shark. Who was that? No, I didn't recognize it.
Willem Dafoe.
It was
definitely not.
Shut your.
It was Willem to fake. William de Shark.
Russ Tamblyn was Chalky.
Who?
And they were best known for West Side Story. Which
wait, is his daughter? This is going to be so weird. You said Russ Tamblyn.
Russ Tamblyn.
Is his daughter Amber Tamblyn?
I have no idea. It doesn't tell me.
Because she's like a famous actress.
He was in Twin Peaks and The Haunting of Hill House. I loved The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, great
That was
series.
sad.
Speaking of daughters, Chris Elliott's daughter is she's in The Bear.
Oh, who does she play?
Their sister, his sister. I
She's
think.
the bear.
Oh, that is his daughter?
Yeah, she used to be on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay.
She's on How I Met Your Mother. And so was he, which is kind of funny.
Good old nepotism.
Yeah, once you're in.
Well, Chris Elliott, like you said, he did the Letterman show for years, and he also did a show on Fox for a while called Get a Life. It was pretty funny. Like it was like in their early 90s.
The guy that he did that show with, I think, helped him write this, right?
Yeah. Like probably the same writing team. Yeah.
I think most people will know him as the guy with the Take My Strong Hand, right?
From Scary Movie 2.
It's the best part of that movie.
Yeah, it is. It is the best part.
That's the only thing I remember of those movies.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I've seen any of them. I don't remember that. I just remember that movie. Is that the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they're in the mansion.
Was the first one when they were in the house? It was like a...
Then the first one was like all kind of different things. It was like I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream, and like they had like a bunch of different like random tropes they were making fun of. But the second one was like in a mansion. Had the butler. Tim Curry was like, is it whatever the he says.
Is it a Haunting of Hill House, like the original one, like the black and white one?
There's yeah. Or not Haunting of Hill. Like there's a haunted house in the hill or whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
The one I was talking about is the new one on Netflix.
You're talking about the series
That's a
on
show.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
That's what is that what the girl that the girl that dies?
The bent neck lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. One of them was sad.
I mean, yeah, it ends up being sad, but
yeah. Okay. Let's go into this movie here with Chris Elliott and Cabin Boy. Again, I don't remember. I don't really know the people that you're talking about, the famous people, but
I'll fill in
Ricky
the gaps
Lake
here.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
We'll do our best.
Ricky Lake, Andy Richter, Brion Murray,
Brian Doyle-Murray, yeah.
Brian James. There's a good amount. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Doc Ock is in this.
Yeah, he's the teacher in the beginning.
Who?
Oh my god.
The guy, Alfred Molina.
I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, the guy. Okay. Anyway, let's get into this. So the movie starts out with a quote. I don't really know if it's attributed to anybody. It says, "Nothing so liberates the heart as when a fool awakes from his folly." I don't know if that's from anybody famous or whatever. I'm not the.
Sounds like Mark Twain. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Mark Wahlberg, but anyway.
See, how do you love it for me? All right.
It's Mark Wahlberg.
Nothing gets out of your. What was the quote?
How do you know the fool?
Get out of your
Nothing
fool's
so
folly.
liberates
All
the
right.
heart.
Now get the out of my face.
Yeah. He's like, Transformers, the movie. Okay.
Transform.
Okay, so it take place at the Stephen Wood Finishing School, and we introduced to Chris Elliott's character, Nathaniel Mayweather, who is a fancy lad. I guess that's what the school was teaching him, how to be a fancy lad. So he comes from a wealthy family.
How old is he supposed to be?
I don't know.
I think they're supposed to be like 18, like end of high school kind of thing, like finishing school.
Yeah, what's a finishing school?
Like
finished
you know,
off.
like teach how to be proper in society. You know, back when people were super. What do you say? What did you say?
Jeff went to a finishing school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll take you to a finishing.
Got a degree in a finishing school. God,
He got a degree in hauling loads from finishing school.
I'm finished.
All right.
I'm
You and I went to
finished.
school together, Chris. You should know.
Yeah, you're right.
We finished each other.
I couldn't carry as much loads
Yeah,
as
what
Jeff.
are the group projects like in that?
We did take a class together, two classes. So we took a class where we had to sculpt things.
We did.
Especially naked
That was
men.
college. That was. I'm not even talking. I was talking about.
Oh,
high
it's
school.
about high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
The finishing was a lot quicker in high school. So Nathaniel Mayweather, the self-centered, kind of arrogant, fancy lad, and when they kind of open up, he's singing in a group, and he is the only one that has a beard out of the entire group of kids that are there. So it's like he looks very out of place anyway, as being, like you said, younger or older. He's then told that he is, I don't know, done, but he's kind of being a jerk to the headmaster. And he kind of goes into says like if you weren't such a jerk all the time, you know, you might be able to be, you know, more respectful. If you were more respectable,
yeah.
a better person.
He's basically just a giant wiener.
Yeah, and he's rich, and he keeps on saying things about like he's like, well, if you could afford better shoes or something like that. He's like goes off on these weird tangents. So he is kind of told that he's gonna go. He's done. He's going back home to his dad to take over his dad's hotels in Hawaii.
And he has to get on like the big ship in town to
Yes.
get to his dad's hotels. And I forget what's the name of the Queen.
Catherine.
Catherine, thank you.
First, there's that presentation some kids given about hats.
How to wear a derby. That guy was fantastic, by the way.
So he goes off. He's going to take over one of his dad's hotels. I guess his dad owns a bunch of hotels. He got booked on the Queen Catherine, big ship to take him to Hawaii. However, since he's being a jerk the entire ride in the limo, he gets kicked out of the limo right in the middle of like middle of the wilderness or whatever. And he kind of walks into this fishing town and gets, I think some guys were making fun of him, calling him a fancy boy and stuff in town.
Yeah, David Letterman.
Yeah, that was David Letterman.
He keeps
Is
calling
that
like
him?
Jennifer and like Sarah.
Hey, Susan, come here.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's who leads him to the wrong boat.
He's like, you're one of those fancy lads, aren't you?
He's trying to sell him like some weird like stuff.
Oh, a monkey. He's like, do you
Yeah,
want to
that's
buy a
what it was.
monkey? He's like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want a monkey. Are you sure?
He just like mocks him.
Yeah.
The best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, he gets introduced to Andy Richter's character.
Well, he's basically like the first, is it the first mate of the ship? Like he does all the work.
Yeah, he's not the first mate. He's like just like the cabin boy.
Kenny.
He's
Kenny, that's it.
yeah.
He's awesome. He's like the only character I actually liked.
Isn't he like, this is how, what did you say? This is how
This is how
so-and-so
hula girl
dances?
dances.
Yeah.
He just starts like shaking awkwardly. Anyway, this is where you sleep.
Yeah, so he's expecting luxury, but Nathaniel thinks that it's like some like themed ship. He's like, oh, it's so lifelike, it's so real. Like it's just this is like thinks him as like a theme.
Yeah, he's basically wandered on to a fisherman's ship that's
Yes.
like
That's gonna take off for like 3 months to go fishing.
yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the cruise, I think they're out drinking or something like that.
Yeah, they're out drinking for the night and they're going to be coming back, right?
Yeah, so Kenny just has no idea what he's talking about. Brings him on the ship. He goes to sleep, and the captain's room, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Quarters.
Yeah, captain's quarters. Thank you. And he wakes up and it's like the captain rolls into bed with him after they get back to drinking. There's like
Spooning.
3 other guys. Yeah,
Spooning.
they wake up in the morning, they're spooning, and then there's one of
The
those
big,
hilarious.
scream in the face
Yeah.
as it goes.
Yeah, one of those hilarious moments in every funny movie about people falling asleep together.
They did the same thing in Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those aren't? What did he say? Those aren't my.
Those
aren't
aren't throw
pillows?
pillows or something?
Yeah. So Nathaniel realizes he's not in the right spot. So he's trying to convince. He says, "I got to go to Hawaii," and he's trying to convince him to go to Hawaii. They say like, "We're not returning to land for 3 months." I think the one thing was when the fishermen got back, they're like, "Just go, we're leaving now," and so they didn't have a chance to be like, let him get off. So they're already out to sea fishing on their trip. So he tries to convince the captain, who's Captain Graybar. Captain Graybar says, "We're not returning to land." He basically forces Nathaniel into being the cabin boy or ship labor, cleaning things like that. When does Kenny fall off the ship? It's during the storm, right?
Yeah, well, all the fishermen are sleeping,
Yeah.
and what's his name? The main character decides. I'm having a brain fart. Nathaniel decides to steer the ship. He goes, "Can you steer this ship in the direction of Hawaii or whatever?" And he goes, Kenny's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." He goes, "All right." He turns the ship. "All right, we're on our way to Hawaii." And then
That's right.
after Nathaniel goes to sleep, they wake up and they're in the middle of literally a storm, just a storm. It's going nuts because Kenny didn't know what he was doing, and he put it right through like Hell's Fire or whatever was on the map, like Hell's Elbow.
What is it called? Basically, it's like Bermuda Triangle. Hell's Bucket.
Hell's Bucket.
Is that where they show the practical effects of the clouds like blowing?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. And that's where that
that's
Tim
pretty
Burton
cool.
kind of thing comes in, where
Yeah.
it's like, they're doing that old 1920s effect of like the moon with the face kind of thing, like the elements being like human at the same time.
That like
these
design was something you'd see on like an old like ship map,
illustrations
you know?
on the maps.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But they made it
So that's
visual. It's pretty
kinda
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, those visuals are so cool. I like that whole aesthetic. I wish it was in a better movie, but so yeah, when Kenny
little jabs here,
so when Kenny kind of gets him going in the right
Only it was
direction,
in a
'cause he
better
just
movie.
If only.
so he just kind of spins the wheel. He's like, "All right, we're going now." And I guess Kenny's supposed to stay up at night while the other guys are sleeping to make sure the ship stays on course. So like he says, they go to sleep. They end up in Hell's Bucket. There's a shot here of Ricky Lake in the front of the ship,
Yep.
and she opens her eyes and she's like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Freaking out. Like she's like the telltale sign of something's up, basically. Something's changing on the sea.
I think the funny thing about this boat or this whole movie is like there's a lot of like you think that it's like I wasn't sure when this took place.
I was gonna bring that up too because of the limo in the beginning, but then you look at like the aesthetic of like the ship and all the people
Right.
and everything. It doesn't like match, right? It's like this weird fantasy.
I mean, later on, with getting to the giant guy, he looks a little bit more modern.
Right. Well, yeah, when we get like
Yeah.
when it doesn't make even more sense, but I'm like, but like it is like this weird mashup of like modern, like some modern elements, but also this old, like, whatever time period they're trying to go for, and like these like sea maps and things like that. You know what I mean? Like these old, like tall tales of the sea and things like that.
Because like even whenever the ship starts freaking out in the storm, if you notice like around the I don't think they really show because he makes it a point when he comes into the ship like, oh, it's like a theme ship, and then like later on, especially during the storm scene, there's all the food crap moving around under the deck, and there's like a microwave flopping open and like stuff like that. Like it has very modern appliances, but then it's like everything else in the ship is like old school.
Yeah. It's just this like a weird mix of things. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they mentioned the ship's engine gets destroyed too during the storm.
Yeah.
Which is like an old sailing ship,
okay.
like a wooden sailing ship that normally wouldn't have an engine. I would think. I don't know. I'm not a seaman, if you know what I mean. So Kenny dies, falls overboard, dies. Captain Graybird comes up and he's like, "What the hell's going on?" And this is why he gets forced into like labor.
Yeah, he has to do all Kenny's jobs basically. Not only is he responsible for Kenny's death, but he has to do all his jobs. Yeah. And thus begins his journey with these sloppy dudes in the sea. And I mean, really, they're just going like I'll help you out, Chris. They're just going back and forth about like what, you know, like he's doing all the little jobs on the ship. They have the little like montage of him like trying to talk to some of the characters and stuff. Like he tries to talk to that old guy.
He's like giving the one guy a bath.
Yeah. He's like, a pinka, whatever the that guy says. He's like, you want to hear? I kissed a girl. Kachinka, whatever the yeah, there's a whole scene with that.
Did you notice on the map whenever they find out what way they're going, like it has like on the map it has like Hawaii the Hell's Buckets like flashing, and then it has Hawaii spelled like Hawiee.
Oh yeah, because that was Kenny, yeah, because he drew it in on there.
Yeah.
another little touch that was nice.
Yeah, and so the winds are all blowing and everything. It's great. So that's whenever they force him into labor. Basically, they're still not saying they're going to drop him off at Hawaii though. They put him on a raft, and they let the raft like.
He sucks at all his chores.
Yeah, this is actually my favorite part of the movie. One of my favorite parts is the raft, because they put him out in the middle of the sea as a lookout. And because they're getting sick of him on the ship, right? They're sick of dealing with him. Like, we'll just give him some line and say, you need to look out for other ships or whatever out there, you know, for us. So they just give him like, what do they give him?
Like
chocolate milk, a liter of chocolate milk, and cooking oil.
Bread.
Yeah, cooking oil.
Some old bread too.
He's like, old mold. Yeah, but then he puts the cooking oil on as like suntan lotion.
Yeah.
And so he has direct contact with the sun, and he starts like bubbling on his skin and like going nuts. And then he eats the moldy bread, and then he starts going insane. And then I'll go ahead, Chris. I was gonna say you could take it from there. What happens next?
Yeah. So Kenny shows up, and he's like, "Hey, I'm great. Everything's great up here."
Yeah, he shows up on the seawater in like a suit and tie. He's like hallucinating, basically.
Yeah.
But when he leaves, I thought it was kind of funny because he like he lifts up a latch in the water and like walks down.
he goes
Walks
down.
down
Wait,
steps
is he in
to the
hell
water.
then? Is he in hell?
Take it easy.
He also starts drinking salt water. Another reason why he's going crazy out there, and he eats the moldy bread.
Why does he go in the water? Like he ends up in the water for some reason. Why does he go into the water?
So the ghost shows up, and then a floating cupcake comes up and spits tobacco at him.
That's right. Hey, kid.
And he jumps into the water. I think.
He says like, I'm a bird, or something like
Yeah.
that. I forget. So he's like flapping around.
So he goes into the water and he floats on. This is when Shark Boy Chalky shows up
Chalky.
and saves him. Who did you say this guy was? Was he like a famous person?
No, he's not.
No.
Willem Dafoe. That is not who it is.
Oh, right. Willem Dafoe. So Willem Dafoe shows up as a shark.
I wish it was.
Yeah, he's like half shark, half man. Top half man, lower half shark.
He's an offspring of a male Viking and a female shark. Supposedly, that's the rumor.
The lore.
Yeah.
And he's taking a liking to the kid.
But he has a bad temper. Apparently, he kind of like swings his like emotions swing violently either way.
Well, he finds all this out when he pulls himself back onto the ship, and he says he basically met Chalky, the shark guy.
It's funny though, because when he leaves him, he like gives him a wink and like just gives him a salute. Just
does a
swims
wave.
away. Yeah. So then he rings the bell to pull him back in at that point into the ship, right?
They're clearly like impressed that he's alive.
Yeah.
So they just put him out there to
the
die.
kid's still out there.
So Nathaniel comes back on the ship.
They all go to the front because there's like something's off, because doesn't Ricky Lake have a beard at this point?
Yes.
Is this before or after they find that swimming girl though?
This is
I think it's before.
I love how they just find her. It's so stupid.
In the middle, like swimming in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, she's trying to set a.
She's trying to break a record. And then
I
she's
know,
like,
but, like-
you f***ed it up.
So before they find her, though, they're all eating his fish sticks.
Oh yeah, he made them in like little like
Animals.
Yeah,
Kittens.
I feel like they're starting to kind of. He's starting to kind of grow on him a little bit at this point.
Well, they're still being to him, but like
yeah, but like the fact that he survived.
they're
and he's, like,
acknowledging him a little more.
Right.
It's like they're not sending him in the middle of the water to die. Yeah.
Him and the captain, he calls Cappy. They kind of have a heart-to-heart about it, him or whatever. It's kind of a weird scene. But then the next day is whenever they meet the girl, Trina. And she is swimming across the ocean, and he saves her, even though she's just swimming. First off, it's a weird, like, it's just like, hey, as a woman, pick her up. And like, she's just in the middle of the ocean.
Well, yeah, he thought. I think he thought she was like dead or drowning or something.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't moving.
She was like resting, right? She was like
Yeah.
sleeping or something.
Yeah.
on like driftwood or something like that. And she goes, yeah, she's not happy. She's like, you ruined this. Like, she's like, I've been training this for my whole life, and you just ruined it for me. And he's just totally like, whatever, I don't care, like oblivious. Starts like hitting on her and stuff like that.
Yeah, he comes falls for her, and she's not having it. The crew decides to dump both of them on an island.
They're like, we'll just get rid of them, then we'll get back to where we need to go, right?
Yeah, she's on the crow's nest, and he's dancing. And they're throwing crap
throw
at him.
beer cans at his head,
Yeah.
poking him with a stick. Again, the best parts of this movie is usually when this guy's getting tortured, but
Oh, definitely.
yeah. But they had him like licking the what's it called? The planks on the deck before with like
yeah.
soap.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Cleaning it with the soapy mouth.
It's when Chalky shows up again.
Oh yeah, why did he show up? Because they're being mean to him or something like that.
Well, he likes the kid, so I think he was just following the ship.
But he kept hitting, like pushing the.
He kept knocking into the ship because he could tell they were being mean to him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was.
And then they fling a fake body out there to drive him away.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So there's a scene with those two up in the crow's nest whenever he's like hitting on her again. She's not having it.
He's trying to make the connection.
Yeah, he falls off the crow's nest and falls onto their poker game. They keep playing poker. I think Kenny was the best part of this movie so far, but I think the way the crew is pretty good.
The dynamic of the crew is good.
Right.
They're like goofy. It's like the movie's kind of like a live action cartoon in a weird way because everybody's so goofy.
Did you ever see Our Flag Means Death, the HBO show?
Yeah. I've seen it.
I loved that show. They canceled it after 2 seasons, but that was a great show, and this kind of reminds me of that almost.
Like the vibe, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah,
Because it's like stupid and like
goofy
story.
pirates essentially, right?
But the main pirate, I can't remember his name, was so good. Like he was such a good actor. It was just so funny.
Oh, the guy from
Conquest.
yeah, right. He was the
Both were in there.
he was
and then,
Murray,
Murray,
the
yeah, he's great.
agent. Yeah, called tech support.
Was that the Gentleman Broncos guy?
No,
the other
that was one of the musicians. He was their agent.
Yeah, Jermaine's in the show.
Oh,
He's
okay.
Blackbeard, isn't he?
And he's like, yeah, I got you guys gonna write a new song for me.
Because he falls in love with Blackbeard, isn't that the
Yeah,
whole?
and I think it's the
Yeah.
guy from Gentleman Broncos is
Okay,
Blackbeard.
okay. So
Anyway, watch that instead.
yeah, definitely. The next scene is they're in like the frozen area, like Ricky Lake's all frozen. This is off topic, but did you guys ever see The Terror on Netflix?
The
Never
Terror.
heard of it.
It's a 1-season show. It's awesome.
No, I've never even heard of it, man.
It's so good. It's 1 season. It's about the
Is it like a one and done, or did they not finish it?
No,
Okay.
it's like it's
Okay.
meant to be 1 season. It's about like
Okay.
the ship that got stuck in the ice. They're looking for a Northwest Passage, but
Okay.
it's like kind of historical. It's like the Age of Discovery, but then it's also like has this kind of mystical thing that goes on. It's really good.
The
Two of the
Terror.
guys from Game of Thrones are in it.
Yeah. It's really, really awesome. It's only 1 season, but it's so good. I don't know. There wasn't meant to have a second
It's
season.
based on that John Franklin's Lost Expedition in the Arctic. Okay.
Yes.
cool.
Yeah. It's based on that, but they have a mystical thing that me and you
And
talked
like
about many times, Jordan,
elements to it.
where they bring in mystical stuff.
Okay,
like
cool.
they twist history to make it. It's
And
really
by the
awesome.
way, when we get back to Cabin Boy here, this next section where they're in like the frozen like ice area,
Yeah.
until I saw this again, I forgot about this whole sequence with the ice monster.
Dude, yeah. The ice monster's sweet, though.
That's good. It's good practical effects.
Yeah.
Those old Rudolph cartoons, like
Yep.
yeah.
What's that guy's
But-
name you dressed up as, Jeff?
The Abominable Snowman. Oh, Yukon Cornelius.
Yes.
Nothing. Ham hocks and guitar strings.
So they end up in a frozen area, part of the ocean. I don't remember if they have a name for it.
Fucking cold.
The ice monster shows up, and they have to fight it.
Are they still in Hell's Bucket?
Yeah, they're still going through it.
Is that still part of that?
It's
fun
in like
bucket?
it's like the Bermuda.
Fun
Are they in the fucking bucket?
good old fun bucket.
Fun bucket buckets.
So they spray him down with coffee, the ice monster.
Well, yeah, they're fighting him a little bit. He's poking him, like they're doing the blue
Yeah,
screen
he's
thing.
winning.
It's
He's
pretty
winning,
funny.
but then Chris Elliott's character decides to get him with the coffee.
They spray him.
Yeah, well, there was a thing with coffee earlier. They kept on bringing it up. And that's why
Well,
they
there was
used
coffee downstairs, but they were threatening to spray him with the machine. Didn't they spray him downstairs when he was making him the cat sticks or whatever?
Yeah.
So he sprays him with the coffee,
But then the coffee comes back, yeah.
and that's how they get rid of that guy. It's cool fact.
He turns into ice cubes, doesn't he?
He turns into Ice Cube and forms the rap group. Anyway.
And then they're immediately at like a palm tree island. Like,
Yes. So they go to an
next
island.
scene.
They're going to drop these two off, Trina and Nathaniel off. They're going to desert them on the island so they can have the supplies to get back to land. And they kind of split up. The captain's like, we're going to split up and look for stuff or whatever.
Yeah, they're just distracting them. They're like, go look for supplies.
And so they can escape. This is whenever he goes into the... there's a whole thing with him talking about becoming a man.
Sowing his oats or whatever the it was.
sowing his oats.
And this is because he wants to get with Trina, whatever her name is.
Yeah, they're like, you need experience. You never f***ed a before. You need to do that.
To be blunt.
Yeah.
But there's a blue one in that.
To be
cave up
blunt,
there if
kid, you
want
never
that.
stuck your in a fucking before.
There's some kind of legend.
He's trying to get to like this ancient love goddess.
Yeah, there's
basically.
an ancient legend that kind of teach him how to be a man or whatever, become a man. And so they say that it's in the highest reaches of the island or whatever. So he kind of climbs up there to this doorway and he enters into the room with a kind of bluish, blue lady with 6 arms. Kind of what's that?
Is it Shiva?
Yeah, one of those, a god named Shiva.
Hindi.
Yes.
But it's a variation where it's like a housewife version.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, honey.
She's just like, ask strangers riddles and to
Yeah, but basically what it boils down to is that, yeah, she starts asking him like riddles and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, really. I'm just showing up here. She's like, it's good enough. Just come over here.
I'm trying to get my dipstick wet.
Yeah, he's like, well, I think he tries to be clever about the riddles. She's like, I just come over here. And they start, messing around. But then it turns out.
She says, like, we got to finish before my husband gets back.
Right. And her husband. Go ahead, Chris.
Is that the guy from Cheers?
No, that's not.
That's
no,
not Norm. He's from Dumb and Dumber.
He's from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
He's one of the hitmen.
Okay.
Yeah. How do they know I got gas?
So when he
Gas
comes,
man.
this is the scene from the commercial when he comes out and says these pipes are clean because he gets
What
his pipes
if that
clean.
was Norm from Cheers? That'd be amazing. Jesus.
Or Norm
Christ.
McDonald.
Fun
Hey,
bucket.
what the are you doing here?
Good old fun bucket.
The is this?
So Nathaniel cleans the pipes. He comes down, sees Trina. She's all of a sudden into him because he has like I don't know, he's a man now, I guess.
He's way more confident instantly.
He's the instant hero this movie needed.
Yeah, but like there's no build. There's like nothing. It's just like she's like, oh hey, okay, now I like you. I don't get it.
Right.
Whatever.
Because he fulfilled his prophecy of getting his wet.
Right.
So
That's what the
It
whole
kinda makes
movie's
sense.
about. That's the
Really?
whole movie. That's the whole point of the movie is him
Should be on
Yeah.
the wiki plot summary. This man needs to get his wet.
trying to do some soaking with Trina.
A seafaring adventure. Soaking.
he soaked
Call
it
it
down.
soaking with Trina. That's what this
Soaked it
episode's
down.
called. That's what we should call the episode.
There you
Soaking
go.
with Trina.
I'm writing it down. So Mulligan comes home. That's Callie's husband, the giant. He's like a luggage salesman or something.
Yeah,
And-
he still has like this name tag on it.
Yeah,
shit.
he's like complaining
Right.
because like no, he doesn't get any business. It's like
right.
Yeah.
So he finds Nathaniel's like bag that has his chicken fingers in it or his fish sticks in it.
Yeah.
And he realizes, hey, there's someone was here, another guy was here, and he's like, I'm done with this. And he finds Nathaniel's like ID card. It says like Fancy Lads cross out says Cabin Boy on it. So he goes after Nathaniel, who's downstairs or down at the bottom soaking it with Trina. And he goes after the boat with the other guys, with the rest of the captain and the crew. And Nathaniel wants to save them, so he rides Trina out to fight the
Yeah.
giants.
Like
such a weird
like a seal.
Yeah.
Also, their boat's called the Filthy Whore, which I think is funny.
I don't think I recognized or saw that.
And then he jumps on the businessman in the middle of the water, starts stabbing him with his pen that's in his shirt pocket.
Yeah.
Chalky comes.
Well, Nathaniel pulls out nail clippers and he's gonna clip them.
Oh yeah.
Get clipped, kid.
And then Chalky comes out of nowhere, saves Nathaniel.
Then Nathaniel chokes him with something.
And they start fighting. There's a really bad fight scene.
This movie, man.
Chalky's getting strangled, but it's like definitely not. It's definitely like a really bad like sculpture that he has like when you see him.
Well, yeah, like when the actor who's playing, the businessman
Mulligan.
is holding Mulligan, is holding him. It looks like he's holding like a Stretch Armstrong doll.
Yeah. So then Nathaniel takes his belt off, wraps it around his neck from behind, and chokes him out.
Choking to death. Yeah.
Chalky's still punching him, stuff in the belly. So Mulligan dies, and Nathaniel is the savior. So stupid. It's just stupid.
I'm sure
So
my
upset.
my dad saw this with me at the theater, like when I was a kid. I'm sure when he left, he was like, "What the was that?" This movie.
He's like he's probably disappointed in you. He's like, "Why'd you want to see this? You're not my son.
Yeah, you go.
You disappointment."
You head.
So they are triumphant. He dies. The crew decides to take him to Hawaii finally, which I don't understand how they got there because the ship was still broke. I think I don't know. But anyway, they make it to Hawaii.
They all swam on Trina.
Really? No, really?
No.
And the deleted scenes.
Okay. So they go to Hawaii. They decide that he's going to stick around Hawaii. Then they're all kind of like saying goodbye. Trina is also not going to stick around.
Well, he sees his dad in Hawaii, right? And his dad's just kind of like, yeah. And he's like, you know what? I don't need this. I don't want this lifestyle.
His dad looks like Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to go back to the Filthy Whore.
Oh, that's right.
And he finds Trina along the way.
Because she's getting ready to leave.
And then he's like, I've changed my ways. Yes.
Yes, I cleaned the pipes. And then
they all live on the boat together.
Right.
yeah, he rides her out to the boat again.
Yeah.
And then it says the end. No, it doesn't.
So that's it.
That's why David Letterman was never in another movie.
Ricky Lake is figurehead.
And then Ricky Lake started a talk show and then became very successful.
Yeah.
Oh, was that after this?
No.
No, I think
No, definitely.
start of her career.
94 was when this movie came out. So I don't know.
Look
Anyway.
at Ricky Lake's career.
That's Cabin Boy. And I want to apologize about having you guys watch this.
Already.
Yeah. But let's go around and get some feedback from this movie. So, Jordan, you want to go first?
So, like as I said at the top, I did not like this when it came out. I liked it more this time around.
Yeah.
Actually.
Because you got some of the jokes, you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, more of the jokes. I understood like what these pipes are clean means now as an adult. I think.
Dad, what is pipes? Why are they clean? Are your pipes clean, Dad?
How do I clean my pipes?
Can you clean my pipes?
There's this also just dumb, silly humor in this, which I always appreciate. And also, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but it definitely has like, I don't know if you guys ever seen like the original, that old school, what was it? Oh crap, I wrote it down. Hold on.
Sea fart. Yeah, I've seen it.
Peter's.
Peter Pip. Peppers. Yeah, I saw that film.
All I've already heard was just one long beep. So
I know. It's just like,
Did you ever see like the original Clash of the Titans?
the stop motion one? Yeah.
Yeah, and just like all those like.
The Harryhausen
It has that vibe.
type
I can
movies.
see that.
Yeah, it definitely has the vibes with like there's like a giant guy, like and there's like, these weird creatures and like
Giant guy vibe.
Jason versus the
Greek,
Argonauts.
like yeah, exactly, yes. So I wonder if it's like kind of like an homage or like a parody of that kind of.
I can see some of that to that. Yeah,
If that's the case, I think that's very clever how they did it because like usually like a big cyclops or giant like, and he's just like a salesman.
Yeah.
Totally, I think it's so stupid, but like stupid funny. I'll leave it at that for right now until I get my.
Leave it.
okay. Jeff, what about you?
So I had the opposite reaction as Jordan. I remembered liking this movie for some reason. And then upon watching it, I was like, why was I excited about watching this again? Like, what the hell is this? It's just so much weirder than I remembered. That being said, just like Jordan said, I do appreciate the stupid humor. And there's plenty of it in this. But there's just like a lot of like no humor too, which was kind of like, I don't know. I'll always be appreciative of it because I feel like this was probably what eventually gave Brion Murray the chops to become Captain Knuckles on The Misadventures of Flapjack.
Makes sense.
No clue what that is.
For the two people that might know what that means, if you like cartoons that are weird, Misadventures of Flapjack's a good one. Anyway, he was Captain Knuckles' voice on that, which was a pirate. But yeah, this I don't know, man. This movie is just really for me to say is really weird to like. I gave Zardoz a thumbs up, and I'm saying like I don't know, man. Like
we'll save it.
Just,
But there was no skeletons, and I know how
if the salesman killed them all at the end,
that would have been a great ending. Yeah,
yeah. He
and
deserved it
skeletons.
Too. If anything, they're the bad guys.
He f***ed his wife.
He did. He should have He should have killed them all.
And his wife. Apparently, she's been doing this for a long time.
Should have just sat on them all.
Well, that's the legend, right? That was the story. Was like this: if you go there, she'll clean the pipes.
So that's how much he cheated on her husband. It became legend.
And what does it actually mean?
What?
I mean, she sucked his dry.
You got to get it whatever's out of the pipe.
Yeah, he emptied it. He unclogged them.
He soaked it.
No, that's not what that means.
He was backed up.
Soaked it in a different hole.
Brian, what about you? What do you talk about here?
I was thinking about what these guys are just saying. Like I saw this a lot growing up, and seeing it now.
How did you see it a lot? I don't get that.
because it was on TV and stuff.
You
It was on like the movie channel and stuff.
Theater to watch it.
Yeah. Made me drive me to this 45-minute away video store to rent that one copy they have in the back. No, I think that like this movie definitely has it's like one of those cult movies, right? It failed on launch and for obvious reasons, but it has elements to it that are unique that actually are still kind of funny. Like as a whole, I think the movie is a little rough to watch because it just drags in certain parts, and there's certain things that are just kind of like, I wouldn't say forced jokes, but don't always land and things like that. But there are enough parts in this movie, I think, that are uniquely funny to at least watch this movie once. Because I think if you don't see this movie once, you're missing out on some really funny scenes, even though the rest of them may not be as good. So there you go.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think you can look up those scenes on YouTube. They'll be fine.
You could also do that. You could also fast the forward.
Yeah. Is that a real website?
We should get that.
I was going to say that. We got to cut that out so we can get that.
Yep.
All right.
I just picture someone angrily Googling this. Like, because they're annoyed with the movie they're watching.
And you know what it should be? Hold on, real quick. I don't want to drag it, but it should be videos of a guy watching a movie angrily, and he's fast forwarding through all the. He's like that, like.
So it's like the Meat Spin website. It's just that over and over again.
Yeah, it's like basically short versions of films with an angry guy screaming fast forwarding. Fasttheforward.com.
He always hears about how great this movie is. He's just like hating it the whole time.
Yeah, it's gonna be just only shitty ones.
Just want to say he
if that's
he
available.
watches so people leave him alone. It's Chris.
So bored. All right, so this movie, again, after so many years, which I would have seen the commercials in '94, and for some reason that scene stuck with me this many years, and I never seen the movie until now, and it's unfortunate that I had to see this movie like this, but I don't. It seems like it was like a bunch of sketches that they put together, and it was so many separate things. I don't know. Didn't seem like there was a lot of continuity between all the crap they went through. I don't know. Maybe they just had an idea for a bunch of scenes they wanted to put in there, and there was no good way of putting it through. But again, maybe it just wasn't edited right, like correctly. I don't know. But in general, I think has a few funny parts. Kenny being the best part of the movie, I think. The rest of it's kind of boring. Like the thing at the beginning, whenever Nathaniel was getting yelled at by that guy, is pretty funny, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be cool. But then he loses that thing so quickly. He loses that arrogance so quickly and becomes kind of like what's it called? He's no longer just being a jerk.
He's just silly.
Yeah, but he's like being like positive about everything. He's like, "Come on, guys, I'm gonna make you fish sticks." Like he's like turns into this.
He's trying to be their friend. Yeah, like trying to be all friendly. After it is a weird turn.
Yeah, because at the beginning you're like, "Oh, he's gonna just be making fun of these pirates the entire time."
He's like this he's like a nose upturned rich guy that's gonna like put them all down, but then he all of a sudden tries to become their friend. It is a weird like character turn.
It's a quick turn.
Quick turns.
Yeah. And no reason for it other than he's stuck on the ship. Like he loses that act so quickly. It's weird.
Well, do you think it's because he almost died out at sea?
There might have been a lot they cut out too. Who knows what they cut out of this movie?
Well, no, because he does it so quickly right at the beginning. You know, like right when they get, I guess, the storm. But like as soon as he gets on the boat, he's like kind of scared of them, which I guess. But like,
well, he's also scared of a rabbit at one point. He's like walking after the.
Oh yeah, he was scared of getting a bead of sweat on his head in the beginning.
That's right. Yeah.
Lord, please grant me not one drop of sweat.
That's right. I remember that scene now. And it's weird because he was such a jerk in the class and then talking to that guy. And then he turns completely. Like they abandoned that whole thing. And I think it'd be funnier if he was like that the entire time. But what do I know? In general, I think it had a lot of weird missteps. There was a few funny parts. I loved the animations they did, like the kind of practical effects, like you guys said. But I don't know. It's kind of boring. Not really worth your time, in my opinion. But let's go into the thumbs up, thumbs down rating for Cabin Boy. Jordan, what do you give Cabin Boy?
After watching it, I was like, I'm a thumbs down, but talking about it with you guys, like I do like it more than I did since the first time I saw it. Like I have more appreciation for the practical effects. I think they're great. You definitely tell it's like Tim Burton produced movie because of that. The humor's landed with me more this time around. I think David Letterman and Andy, yeah,
Andy Richter.
Yeah,
Andy
Richter.
Richter.
Sorry, I know it's
Conan
blank
O'Brien
on
and
that.
everything.
I think they're the best part of the movie, but they're not. Unfortunately, they're in small roles, so I think that kind of hurt. I think Chris Elliott's a funny person, but as far as carrying a movie, I don't. At least in this regard, I don't think it worked that well. But there were some really funny scenes that actually was like laughed out loud. But like you guys are saying, like stuff in between didn't really like. It's kind of a bog to get through. So originally, I was going to give this a thumbs up, and I was talking about going over. I was going to give originally going to give it a thumbs down, but then talking about it, I was like, oh, maybe give it a thumbs up. I think I'm going to stick with my initial like gut and give it a thumbs down, unfortunately. But like I said, there are some very funny things in it. I would recommend it to people to at least watch once, but I don't think I'd really want to watch it ever again. I'd like you guys said, I'll go on like YouTube and find those. If I want like certain scenes I want to see, I just go on YouTube and find those certain scenes rather than sitting down and watching the whole movie again, because there were parts that were just like rough to get through. So I'm going thumbs down as of right now.
Thank you. Jeff, what do you give Cabin Boy?
Yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, I'm glad it exists. It seems like they took some chances, and that's cool. Like, I'd rather people take chances doing weird stuff, and maybe it doesn't turn out great, but you still tried it, right? Versus like just taking the safe route, which I don't think happens enough nowadays. I think a lot of people try to play it too safe nowadays. So in that regard, I think, yeah, definitely give it a watch. Props to like the funny parts were funny. The special effects were cool. It was just like the overall story sucked. So it was kind of like I didn't care about anyone. And I felt like it needed just like that one extra thing to put it over the edge, because it was such a weird movie. But it like I said, like if Murray killed everyone or whatever his name was,
that would have been great.
or whatever.
Big guy.
Yeah, the big guy.
Mulligan.
The salesman. Mulligan. If Mulligan killed everyone at the end, or just like beat the out of them at the end, amazing. Yes, thumbs up. But like the fact that it was just like, I don't know, it was just weird. So I do have to give it a thumbs down, unfortunately. But I'm kind of with Jordan in like, I think it's worth watching at least once or twice. Even though it wasn't the most entertaining during the boring parts, I did feel like it still didn't really overstay its welcome. Like it felt like it was over fast to me. So maybe that was just me. But yeah, gotta have to give it the old thumbs down to Cabin Boy.
Thumbs Cabin Boy down. Brian, what do you give Cabin Boy?
Well, I watched this movie a lot as a kid, and watching it again in retrospect, I had a harder time watching it now than I did as a kid. There's still some parts of this movie I really like. Dave Letterman with the monkey, the raft, Chalky, the giant guy fight just for no reason. It's just like there are little elements of this movie, but again, like you said, it works more in like a skit capacity or little short scenes than as a whole movie. So I think unless you're a kid or somebody very tuned up on whatever you want, I don't think you're going to enjoy this movie as much. I had to give it a thumbs down, man. I used to like it as much as a kid, but it just drags too much in between the funny stuff for me to watch it as a whole movie. So even though it's a short movie, it's only like an hour 20 or something like that.
I agree. It's short, but and I'm going to go next and say that it's short, but I don't think it's worth it. I think everything you guys said is true. I think that I agree with. Not true, but I agree with it. I agree that the visuals were awesome. A lot of the visuals were awesome. I think the whole set design was awesome. Like the entire everything but the actor. Maybe it was, and this is what I thought of when Jeff was talking. Do you think it would have been better with a different actor? And if so, who?
No, I think it was the story that was the problem. I think Chris Elliott's just fine. I think he's funny.
That is a good question, though. Like, if you had to put a different actor in there, though, who would you put in that role?
Willem Dafoe.
We've got to get on this boat.
Christopher Walken.
Maybe Steve Carell.
These pipes.
Steve Carell would be great. Yeah.
Steve Carell, I could, yeah.
Let's see, who would be like a
Jim
snooty
Carrey.
kind of rich guy? Yeah, Jim Carrey could pull
at this
it
time.
off.
Yeah, if he could. I don't know.
At that time, yeah, dude, that was like Ace Ventura prime.
Yeah, but do you think he could? I mean,
It's like too extreme.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he would have been rubbing on the boat.
I don't think anyone could have saved it though. The story was just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back to what I was saying, I don't know how you save the story, other than maybe my thought would have been recast Chris Elliott, but I don't know. I just the story wasn't great. I think it was too weirdly disconnected. Like the whole thing with him riding Trina across the water was just so stupid.
I think that was funny, but I think it was more a matter of like writing and pacing of it.
Okay.
Exactly. Like
it's
I
like
loved
the out
him
of
riding
place
it.
stuff.
Yeah, it was like, oh, that's goofy.
Yeah. So it's like they went too extreme because they went from like him being in love with her, and then he's like, oh, there's a blue woman and a giant all of a sudden. Well, I guess they were fighting the ice giant right before that. So yeah, I don't know. I think it was the weirdest thing about it was like the whole like plot, like the whole set was like weirdly old and new, or modern at the time, with like even when they were in that town, whenever that one talk show guy was down there, like at the beginning, what was his name?
That one talk show.
Do you really wait a minute? Hold on. Before you go on, do you really not know anything about David Letterman?
No, I've never seen.
Did you never watch that growing up at all? Like,
nope.
Did you only see Jay Leno or something, or did you not just watch late night?
Never watched late night television.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because I don't know if we had cable for a while, or I don't remember. Like,
you didn't need cable to watch that though.
That's over the air.
Oh, we didn't do it.
What'd you do? Did you just sleep?
I didn't do it.
What time was it on?
Like
11.
10, 11, yeah.
10.
Mama's Family was on at
11,
10.
you're right.
And Mary Would Show
Mama's
was on
Family.
11.
Nick at Night, Nama's Family.
No, it was
Nama's Family?
No, it was Fox 53.
Nama Mama. Family.
Coach was on at 10:30. Mama said it was 10.
Great show.
and Married with Children on 9/11, the repeats.
Who was on that show, Jeff?
The repeats.
Craig T.
Dauber.
Nelson.
Yeah. Patrick.
So I will say that I just read, or I want to say that I just read that the way Chris Elliott got hooked up with, what's his name? What's the producer?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton was from the show Get a Life, which Chris
The
Elliott
Fox
was on.
show.
Yeah, before this movie.
Right,
Yeah,
which is what he
Brian
wrote
said something about
this
that.
movie. Yeah.
Okay, that was it.
And that
So,
show
yeah,
was kind of weird. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering if anybody's seen that show at all.
No.
I saw it as a kid, but I haven't seen it since then, and it was very strange. All I remember at the end of the show, he blew up. That's all I remember. Like he was in like he. All I remember, what I remember about that show is in the intro, he was a paperboy delivering papers, and that song "Stand" by REM is playing.
Wait, what
That's
is
all I remember.
called?
Get a life. It's
Tim
like,
Burton?
stand in the place where you work, and he's like throwing newspapers. That's the intro of the
Chris
show.
Elliott, Jeff.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then and the last episodes, I don't know why, but he blew up, literally.
See? Amazing.
So
Okay.
I would have loved that ending.
Yeah, that on this movie. Yeah, perfect.
that would have been better if he blew up at the end.
Blew up my memory of it too, along with it. So that ends this season of the winter of hilarity for me on a low note.
Get going off when it fizzle.
Yeah, so that was that all? Was that no thumbs for
No
Cabin Boy?
thumbs.
No,
Nope.
Hooper thumb.
A watch pile for
A
Chris
watch
Elliott
pile, yep.
and Tim Burton for Cabin Boy. So that brings us to the end of the 4th season.
We did it.
Congratulations, everybody.
The next episode is our finale. So we will see you all next week for the finale of the 4th season. And I want to thank all of you out there, but I want to thank my Cabin Boys first. Jordan, thank you for being here this week and for the 4th season with me.
You are welcome, and thank you, Chris, for taking us on this journey. You idiot.
Wow.
Jeff,
I love
thank
you.
you for being my Cabin Boy too.
These
season.
pipes are clean.
Did you soak it while we were recording?
Yeah. That's what I've been
Good.
doing this whole time.
Yeah.
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 And Brian, thank you for being here and swabbing my poop deck with me.
I gotta swab your ears because they are waxy, and I'm just about slip sliding all over the place, pal. Let's get that taken care of real quick. Thank you again for having me
You
on
want
this
to
season.
lick them lobes.
I'm gonna listen to Lisa Loeb while I lick them lobes.
He's going to swab your urethra.
And you say, I only hear what I want.
Well, after you're done listening to Lisa, if you could leave us a comment on your podcast platform of choice, you can connect with us on social media. You can find all those links in our show notes below. You could also, or instead, head over to our website at watchpals.show. That's watchpals.show. You can send us an email at watchpalshow@gmail.com. And I want to thank you all out there in Watchland. Until next time, please set your watches for the next episode of the Watch Pals. Good night.